Now, this is big for me since I'm a Niners fan. And, I mean, this guy changed the whole team, changed the season. Christian McCaffrey on the show. What's up, man? Good to meet you, man.
Welcome, man.
Good to meet you. I mean, you guys should be here this week. That's how I feel.
That's how I feel, too.
How do you get over something when Brock goes down and you really have a quarterback with no arm? Is that real? Were you guys all, like, talking about, like, how the hell are we doing this?
Well, when Brock went down and Josh went in, we were all still confident. You know, we knew we had a fight. And then when he went down, you know, you're never out of the fight. There's always something that could happen.
Yeah.
You know, you could get a pick six. Special teams could return once to keep you in the game. You're just trying to, you know, swing together as many plays as possible to try to win. But it's tough, man. I mean, you know, looking back on the game, I think in the heat of battle, you're confident. And then looking back on the game, you just wish you had a fair shot. And obviously we got beat, you know, and we didn't have a fair shot because of the plays that those guys made. And so props to them. But, you know, it's like fighting with one arm. You know, you just feel like you had something ripped from you.
Yeah. I mean, you were at my house. When he ran in for the touchdown, it's 7-7. I'm like,
yeah,
they got a shot. We're in this. And, yeah, it just sucked. So
yeah.
Let's talk about happier things.
Well, hold on. I mean, you did bring up the arm and everything else.
Yeah.
What were the chances of you actually getting in there and throwing some around?
Yeah, I mean, if you know Kyle's system, it's very difficult to learn. It's difficult to learn as a running back. And so everyone's like, you should have went in at quarterback. I'm like, I don't know if you understand what it takes to play quarterback. You know, there's a reason it's the highest paid players in the league. It's tough. And so, you know, at that point, we were just in desperation mode trying to see if, hey, maybe we have a flea flicker here. And it's a testament to Brock's toughness. You know, he went back in the game and threw some screens and did some different things. And I think, you know, they didn't know how bad the injury was at the time. And obviously neither did we kind of knew, but they didn't. And so if he was out there, there was a threat of pass, and maybe we could, you know, get the run game going just because there's a threat of pass or some different things that could happen. But like I said, it was, you know, just tough.
So truthfully, it would have been a nerve-wracking situation if that.
Yeah, I mean, if I were to
happened.
give you a helmet and say, hey,
Go ahead.
you know, you're in the NFC Championship game, you're going to play quarterback in the second half, and you never even called a play in your life, yeah, nerve-wracking would be, you know, the word for it.
For sure.
Yo, so Joe Montana, I think, earlier this week, he said, man, San Francisco should stick with Jimmy G, and I feel like that that ship has sailed, according to Kyle. What are you guys thinking about Jimmy? Because he's a favorite in the locker room, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think if there's one thing about Kyle, it's you know, he's a perennial, you know, coach of the year. He's somebody who's up for coach of the year all the time. His offenses are some of the best in the league. He's strung together some of the best teams in the league for the last, you know, I don't know however many years, for a reason. And I'm not a coach, and I can say a lot of unbelievable things about Jimmy. I think a lot of Brock's success is a tribute to Jimmy. And I think that's really important. And you know, I don't know the dynamics there. That's way above my pay grade. Who plays at quarterback? When anyone ever asks me, I don't have opinions. Whoever's out there, you know, I got to get open for him, whoever it is. But I have so many unbelievable things to say about Jimmy, the way that he led our team to a bunch of wins, and the way that he took me in and how he helped me learn the playbook was so great. And I can say the same for Brock. You know, when I came in, Brock was the guy who stayed after the day to walk through with me and call out plays. Damn. And so that whole room is unbelievable. And then the way that, you know, Kyle helped me out as well. And, you know, just being in his offense, I feel like a rookie again. So
how distractingly good-looking is Jimmy G? Is he annoyingly good-looking?
Distracting.
You're a handsome guy, but this guy's
distracting for everybody.
It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Do you try not to look him in the eye because it gets a little weird?
He cuts you with his jaw.
Yeah.
Just right in the
Well,
face.
there's that
Like,
clip
golly.
of the Warriors game where everyone just going right up to him. Did
You know
he get a
what's
kick out of
funny?
that?
You know what's funny about that is they had like an intermission, and so that was the whole senior citizen Warriors dancers. That's who that was. And after their skit, they all came up to Jimmy, and we lost it. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. So all the Silver Fox women, all the old women loved it, man. So it was hilarious.
Well, it seemed like you fit in immediately. So what was that transition like? What were some of the biggest differences between Carolina and San Francisco?
Yeah, I mean, I think I fit in because of the guys. You know,
Yeah.
they accepted me with open arms. It was such a warm welcome. You know, the running back room was great. You know, Kittle was one of the first guys to call me when I got traded.
Guy's a maniac, it seems.
The leadership on that team is amazing, and it's a testament, I think, to the ownership, to the coaching staff, and then to the players. And so I got lucky, man. I mean, it's a hell of a team with a bunch of really good dudes who they work well together. They work extremely hard. They practice hard. They lift hard. They take care of their bodies at the highest of levels. And so it's inspiring and fun to be a part of.
Yeah, because you fit right in, made immediate impact, and it's awesome to see. But let's rewind a little bit. Again, here with Christian McCaffrey. As a kid, right, were you just always smoking all the other kids? Like, did you know that you were faster than everybody immediately? What was it like growing up?
No, I mean, I was always, a good player, but I never had that mentality, and I think that was just growing up with my dad being an NFL player and knowing how good he was. That was never something that was emphasized. You never tooted your own horn. You were never cocky or overconfident in any ways. I always believed we could win, but it was more about the preparation and what it took to do that we were focused on. And nothing was easy. I mean, if the game was easy, that's because that game went well. And there was an understanding at an early age that they all don't go well. And so, I was always, talented and gifted, but I was talented. In senior year of high school, I was talented and gifted, but I saw the college guys and I knew what they were like, and so there was always something more to do and always something more to look forward to. And I was appreciative of my parents and my older brother, and I attribute so much of my success to my older brother because he would whoop my ass every single day when we were
got
kids.
You ready?
And I knew what it was like to lose one-on-one battles where he's better than you. And that taught me a lot, and I was always really thankful for that.
That's really cool,
now,
man.
You made the transition easy to San Francisco. Everyone took you in. It seems like Olivia gets along with all the other wives and girlfriends. Was that a big part of it? Because people don't realize, if she's happy, that's also makes it happy for you, right?
No doubt. She's an easy person to get along with, so I knew that would be, she was fired up because she didn't keep having to make the 5-hour flight to Charlotte, so she was excited just for the quick commute. But no, I mean, it is a big deal and I think the girls and the wives on the team were so cool to her, and the families were so cool to my family in general. And that's from what I hear, that's not always the case. We had a great community in Carolina, and the families there were great also. I have nothing but good things to say about them. But those are all the questions that you don't know until you get there to find out. And everyone's been so cool.
If we were to ask Olivia, your girlfriend, would she say you were a good or a bad Instagram boyfriend? Are you like a patient guy taking photos?
I'm good. I'm not bad.
Are you good with angles, Christian?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Not great. I wouldn't get the great nod because it's when I'm committed, but the patience level sometimes I got to work on that. So
you got to work.
I'll get there.
You guys got the strong Instagram game though. When you guys are like on the beach, I'm like, I hate these people. Look how damn good looking they are.
That's all from her. If it were up to me, my phone would be in the water, just getting away. But no, she's the best, man. She's obviously got me to become a better Instagram boyfriend.
Are you planning ahead for Valentine's Day already? Are you starting to think about those things? Or if not, I'm here to remind you. You got to make your reservations now.
Yeah, I've been planning for a long time. Thank you.
Don't
I've
wait
had a
last
lot of
minute.
time to plan.
She doesn't
I'm glad that you brought that up.
Yeah, she doesn't want pharmacy chocolates and pharmacy flowers. All right, you got to think ahead for these things.
The Target flowers, man.
Yeah.
Target flowers. It's you and 13 other guys who are doing the same thing. Like, hey, man, you a little late. Yep.
Nice.
By the way, how does it? How do you like having her with a reality show with her family? Is that wild?
It's wild. I'm happy for her, man. That's one thing I love most about her is that she's got her own thing going on and she kills it and she works so hard. And that stuff's not easy. It's invasive and you're not always in charge of the narrative. And I'm sure there's some things on there that are, she wants back too. But it does have a good look on her. Her family is so unique and amazing. Her whole family is just so tight-knit. They care about each other. They love each other hard. They make fun of each other. It's entertaining for me just to sit around and watch. So obviously, when they had a show, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That's probably something that'll get some views.
Well, you guys are great together, man. I got to ask you this too, because it's Super Bowl week. Christian McCaffrey's here. It's tough for us. I wonder how a guy like you balances discipline when there's boozing and schmoozing and meetings and people to meet.
Every time someone meets with you, it's probably like, hey, let's get a meal, let's get a coffee, let's get a drink.
And you got those abs to keep, so how does that work for you?
This week's fun, man. I mean, it's fun. It's not fun when you feel like you should be playing. There's always mixed emotions, and you just even look up at the billboards and you see the guys that are playing and you get a little bit angry. But no, it's fun. I mean, you meet a lot of cool people. This is a great opportunity to network, and there's guys that I used to watch growing up as kids just walking around. So you try to appreciate and have gratitude for where you are, and stop and talk to the people who talk to you, and just get through the week, and then the off season officially starts.
You know, I'm getting the vibe that it's tough, and that's obvious. But, like, how tough? Like, when you wake up, you have to remind yourself, like, oh, man, that's right, we lost. Like, is this something that's really bugging you still, like, right now? Like, when you wake up every day?
I think it'll bug us, everyone on the team, until we start getting ramped up again. You know, there will always be, and I know that because even, you know, the years that I got hurt, man, there wasn't a day that I woke up where I wasn't bitter and pissed off and angry. And you put on a smile, but that's just the real emotions of the sport, you know, and then you got to listen to people talk about it, and it doesn't help.
But does that motivate you?
Yeah, I mean, 100% motivates you. It's 100% keeps you in the game, and there's a reason for everything, and I fully believe that. And you just got to, you know, you got to find ways to find gratitude and to be thankful for the journey. And there's been seasons where we won 5 games, and I was here doing the same thing. And so, you know, and to be able to even play in an NFC Championship and the whirlwind of a year that we had, you know, you just got to keep working. At the end of the day, it's all about football. It's all about perfecting your craft, training, getting bigger, faster, stronger, perfecting the playbook. And so whenever you start to have those kind of emotions, I just get back to that. You know, study ball or go train or do something.
Dude, I saw a video of you, Christian, where you're doing all these crazy ass workouts, and it's like, this is how Christian McCaffrey works out.
Making us feel lazy.
You're doing like weird jumps and lunge. Like, do you have like a pretty intense like core regimen or something? Because it seems like the things I saw you doing, I don't ever see anyone else doing.
Yeah, I think, you know, I've gotten creative with it over the years, and I think it's because I learned you can't just run and lift all year long. But you still have to train and maintain, you know, a high level of fitness. And so at the running back position, it's a creative position. You know, there's rules before the ball is snapped, and, you know, there's places to put your eyes. But once you get in space, I mean, it's all on you. It's relying on your reaction time. So a lot of the training I do is based on reaction time. It's putting your body in uncomfortable situations and positions so that when you know, that happens on the field, you know, you feel a little more confident. Once again, man, I've been the first to tell you I've experienced injury, and I've gotten hurt, and I've had a stretch of injuries where I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. And, you know, every year when you get out of the year healthy is a blessing. So I'm always trying to adapt and develop and you know, just put myself – training's all about putting yourself in the best position for training camp. And then after that, it's –
you never really 100% though, because, I mean, you guys are banged up. Like, I feel like you guys go through so much. Like up until 2 weeks ago, like, when we're watching as fans and it's like, oh, there's McCaffrey on the sideline. You know, looks like he's a little tight in the leg. Are you, like, just pushing through hard? Are you ever really 100%?
No, I mean, there's always something going on, and that's part of it. Though you have to learn how to develop a callousness to the contact, especially at the running back position. And you know, I wish there was a set answer of how you do that. You know, you talked about the videos of me training. You know, a lot of that you train and you have confidence in your training. That's probably 90% of it is if you believe in what you're doing and you trust that what you're doing is going to help you work, it probably will. If you doubt it, it's not going to work. You know, and there's other people who train completely different than me, and they ball out too. And so there's definitely multiple ways to do it, and it's different every year. If you have success, it can still change because your body's changing, the way you feel is changing, and I think as you get older, you know exactly what you need, and it's just important to follow that. What do I need? How do I get there, and what's the most efficient way to do so?
Here with Christian McCaffrey, you're talking about, you know, the callousness you develop. How do you sleep the night before a big game? Is your mind just racing constantly? And what do you think some of these guys are going through getting ready for Super Bowl?
You know, back in the, when I was a younger player, I'd have a hard time sleeping. I fall asleep like a baby now. I couldn't.
Really?
So
you're at that point where
you get the hotel bed, you set the temperature to exactly what you need. It's quiet, it's dark, and I pass out. Yeah, I have no problem falling asleep.
You exhaust yourself, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Christian, before we talk about what you got going on, you got to go into the what do we call it? The Tupperware
Bowl of Justice.
Of Justice. You got to answer. We'll do 2 questions if you want. Let's see
what am I getting ready for?
Yeah.
What do we got? Oh, tell us about, you know what?
Well, it's the Bowl of Justice.
I can't read cursive.
What do we got here?
What is a weird conspiracy you believe in? I'm going to get in trouble if I talk about the real conspiracies.
Because people are like, the whole ridiculous, like, NFL is rigged. Like, that's the most ridiculous conspiracy.
Oh, yeah.
What is one that you actually believe a little in?
Oh, man. I'm going to
Come on.
There's got to be one if he's saying, I'm going to get in trouble.
A conspiracy. There's, Can you list some of the conspiracies? I'm not like a huge.
Did we land on the moon?
That's the first one.
Do you believe in aliens?
I can't say the whole moon landing thing. If I were to say that that's one of the conspiracies, it's not that I believe we didn't land on the moon.
I
just think that I don't think the Earth's flat. The moon landing one. Man, you guys are trying to kill me over here.
Hey, you can pass and take one more
pass
question.
and take one more.
What else we got?
Most random person who slid into your DMs.
Yeah. Any random fan that's like an actor, celebrity, random woman, guy, anyone?
Who slid into my DMs? That's random.
Well, maybe not random to you. It could be random to us. They're like, wow, no way. I would have
Like
never
Tom Hanks. Big fan.
Hanks. Could be anybody.
Next,
He's going in. Tupperware Bowl of Justice. All right, another one with Christian McCaffrey.
So what do we got?
Uniform you'd look good in other than your current team. That's an easy one. Carolina.
Okay, all right.
He got out easy.
Yeah,
he got out easy.
Fair enough. And tell us about P&G and what you got going there. Again, the P&G Battle of the Paddles.
Yep, Battle of the Paddles tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern on Twitch. And I've been excited about this one for a while because I've been playing ping pong for a long time. And it's me and 7 other players, NFL players, that are going to go at it. It's a double elimination tournament. P&G's putting it on. Like I said, it's live on Twitch. And fans, there's going to be exclusive brand deals during the streaming that you can get some pretty cool deals on. So there's incentive for the fans to watch, not only to get some cool gear, but also to watch 8 guys go head-to-head in a double elimination ping pong tournament. I can promise you it'll get extremely competitive.
I was going to say, a guy like you, do you ever really have fun? Can we go bowling and actually have fun? Or are you trying to school us and win all the time in everything you do? So I imagine this is going to be competitive.
It'll be both. It'll get competitive, but we'll have fun with it.
Right.
Guys will be talking mess and stuff, and but no, I mean, you want to win. You're up for something.
Are you the type of guy, if you're on a double date, you're like, Olivia, we got to beat them at whatever we're doing? If you're mini golfing,
you know what? She balances me out well because whenever I get like that, she's just like, you gotta stop.
Right, yeah, chill.
You're probably right.
Wow, that's great,
Christian,
man.
A pleasure meeting you, man. Big Niners fans, I wish you luck.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Nice to meet you, man.
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah.
Cool. COVINO and Rich.